Let's talk about something that I hear people say all the time. I hear them say this phrase: I'm so far behind. Well, guess what? You're not behind. Somehow, in the process of living life, we have imagined that there's some set in stone timeline that's been created out there by them, whoever they are, that says we should be X by X date in life. And that I suspect that most of the people who watch this aren't in the 20s and 30s range where a lot of that pressure is put on them. But let's talk about where you are right now. There's nothing that says that you have to retire when you're 65. There's nothing that says that you have to have $1 million in the bank by such and such a date. There's nothing that says that if you haven't established your company by X date, it's too late and you should just give up and go on. You are not behind. There is no timetable out there. Not everybody does the same thing, nor does everybody do that thing, whatever that is, in the same order. There's many different orders, many different paths to success. There is no timetable police out there that's going to throw you in the timetable jail, and there's nobody giving you a grade depending on where you are. You are unique. So why can't your timetable be unique too? Now, what this means to me is, hey, relax. Stop putting that pressure upon yourself that I just feel, to me, the biggest shame is the people who join a big mastermind or who buy a course or something like that. And after a few months, because of life and everything going on around them, they feel like they're so far behind that program that they it's better for them to just give up and not even finish it. And I look at that and say, wait a minute. You are taking this artificial set of external expectations and applying it to yourself and losing out on all the power that comes from that program and missing out on that in your life. So my suggestion is you relax. Don't guilt trip yourself anymore. Say, here's where I am. This is what I've chosen. This is what I'm doing. This is the way I'm going to act. Now, as I say that, I'm going to put a giant but in here, which is the thing I don't want to encourage you to do is to say, since there's no timetable, I just am not going to do anything. Well, I also find that that's negative. So it's negative to be judging yourself, creating guilt and shame because you're not abiding to some timetable. But at the same time, don't allow the lack of knowing that there's a timetable to cause you to not get anything done. Okay? Don't allow no timetable to equal no progress. My suggestion is that you create your own customized plan. And that customized plan probably is going to include what you're going to do and some deadlines. So yes, you're going to put a timetable in your life, but it's going to be a timetable that's created by you, not by the proverbial they. Remember them. They're the ones that take pictures and put them up on Instagram of all the amazing things that are happening in their life, when in reality, that's not what really their life is all about. So then work to achieve those plans by those deadlines. We call this goals. And we've talked before about the difference between a goal where you're trying to get rid of something bad in your life and accomplishment goals. I strongly recommend that these are accomplishment goals. I'm going to do this by this deadline. These accomplishment goals are focused on what you're going to do, not on how others are going to react. In other words, I'm going to create and market this course by August of this year, not I am going to sell $100,000 of this course by August of this year. There's a big difference because you creating that course by August of this year is you accomplishing something. Selling $100,000 means other people need to have bought it. Don't build your goals based upon the behaviors and expectations of others. What we're trying to do as we do this is that we're trying to create motivation, not demotivation. So an externally imposed timetable is demotivation because you're always going to feel behind. A goal of I'm going to sell this amount by such and such a date, that's demotivation because it requires other people to act for you to succeed. But if you create a plan that says I'm going to do this by this date, all of a sudden you've created motivation in your life that you can actually turn into checklists that you can actually start to do. That's called a plan. So, what's your plan? I'd love to have you share that with me. Let me know in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.